Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to feature a new ship that I just received for free in a container. Now this is one of the new Christmas sort of style containers. I'm sorry, I actually as yet don't know the exact official name of these. I'm sure by now you've probably opened one up yourself or purchased one or won one in the campaign and open it up, and it does say that they have a chance to win some premium ships. I think they're ones I don't believe I've previously seen them up for grabs for free, and I believe they're pretty new to the store anyway. Now this of course is the Tier 5 American destroyer MONAGHAN. Now I actually know absolutely nothing about this ship. I'm not even too sure I've even seen it in action at all. I've come up against them or with them, so I'm not sure how new this ship is. So excuse my ignorance on that part. But yeah, I just thought I'd share with you a video of me having my first look at it and getting into a little bit of action with it. So let's start off by having a little bit of a look at the ship itself. Okay, so here she is, right here. Pretty nice looking ship, I think. Pretty typical of your American destroyer sort of layouts, but she does seem to have sort of a raised sort of area in the aft, sort of raised section there. So pretty sure that's a little bit different. Let's just have a quick sneak at, say, like the Benham. I know obviously it's a little bit. Oh, okay. No. Not too much different at all. Okay, I don't often play American destroyers, so besides the Benham and the Fletcher, which I own both, I don't really play a lot of other American destroyers. They're just not really my cup of tea, but this ship does look pretty cool. Okay, so first off I'm just going to chuck in R.L.A. Burke, who is my American destroyer commander. He's only at 13 there. Yeah, that's a shame. I've got I could use one of my universals, but for now, yeah, I'm not really going to do anything like that. Now I could actually also build him up to 16, but let's not bother with that right now. Okay, now yeah, she's a pretty cool looking ship, so let's hide that user interface and have a good look at her here. Yeah, I quite like that sort of the bridge layout, and it is a nice enclosed bridge, or I guess you'd call it semi-enclosed, but definitely not one of the open top ones like some of the earlier ships. Now by the looks of it there, she's got 8 8 torpedo tubes, which are able to be fired port or starboard, which is pretty damn cool. She's got quite a few depth charges there, which at the moment don't really mean anything. And that looks like 4 turrets there. So yeah, pretty nice looking ship. I quite like the camo too. Definitely reminiscent of an American sort of destroyer camo. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so let's just throw on a few boosters here. Now I did notice I think I've got a lot of yes, okay, so I've got quite a few battle boosters sitting in now, so I'm just going to pump a few of these up. Now the credits doesn't really bother me at the moment. Neither does the Global XP or the Commander, and I don't need Ship XP because it's premium, so really just using the Battle Boost at the moment. I will put on my early adopter flag. I don't have much other choices in terms of that. Now she does have some upgrades. First one being your typical aiming systems mod. Now I am going to put that straight in just because of the it helps with the torpedoes so much. Now she's at tier 5, which is pretty good. You don't have to spend too much money to upgrade tier 5 ships. It's probably the last tier before you really have to start spending a lot of money to upgrade them. As far as this kind of side of it goes, I would usually use steering gears mod, and let's just do that. Now, this is very interesting. So I have the chance here to upgrade its torpedo tubes. Now I can go up to 10 tubes from 8, which is quite interesting. The reload time though is added 35 seconds. Maximum damage is up by a lot, 5,000. Torpedo range is up by 2.8, so we're nearly at that 10k range, which is really good range. Torpedo speed though, that's pretty terrible at 59 knots, and we're losing 9 knots. Wow, okay, so that's actually a fair bit of a decision of whether I actually want to change that. Now, one thing I noticed, it's actually free. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Now, I haven't seen, maybe it's something in the new update, but I don't think I've seen that sort of hazard sort of line around a upgrade and modification before. Perhaps that's allowing me to upgrade something that I've already purchased. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, that's a fairly tough upgrade. That you get 2 more torpedoes, but your reload time is really damaged, as is your torpedo speed. So I'm just going to leave that for now. So let's have a look at the overview here. She has extended smoke, increased smoke screen duration, reloader, below average main battery reload time. Now, most of the time, American destroyers are sort of known for their guns, so I guess this ship here is more concerned with its torpedoes. Difficult to aim at a sluggish shot, Difficult to aim at long distances, but the trajectory allows for effective fire from cover. Okay, so a few of the American destroyers have that, and a few of their ships have that. Okay, so this is a Farragut class, so I do have the Farragut. The ship relied on dual-purpose guns as her primary armament. In 1942, one of the 127mm guns was replaced with automatic anti-aircraft guns. Tipping it would probably be one of the aft guns. I could be wrong. Ended service 1935. Ships in the series 8. Now, if I remember correctly, Farragut was actually reasonably decent. We'll see how this ship goes. Okay, so now with Legends, we've just had an introduction of the armor section, where you can take a good look at your ship's armor and work out sort of where your strong and weak points are, etc. You can pop over to all the different armor groups here and switch around to something like the deck and the bottom area of the vital ship part armor, main battery armors. So it's pretty cool. But a ship like this doesn't really have a lot of armor or anything like that, so it's a little bit wasted on this ship. But it is a new feature, so if you haven't logged into Legends for a little while, get that update happening, and you'll be able to do that on all of your ships. Comes up pretty cool when you've got like a battleship or sort of something more like a battle cruiser or heavy cruiser. Okay, so let's have a look at the stats quickly. Hit points 13,900. Now this is tier 5, so it's not going to be anything out of this world, and it is a destroyer. But okay, so yeah, reasonably low hit points. Pretty much no armor, so you really don't want to get shot with this. The artillery batteries are 2x1s and 2x1s, 127mm. The firing range is pretty good at 10.6. Reload time's good at 4 seconds. Now, it did say it was a sluggish reloader. I guess for an American ship, that's reasonably sluggish. 180 degree turn time of 12 seconds. I think that's probably a bit sluggish. Shell damage is pretty low. AP damage is pretty low. Chance to set on fire is pretty low. Okay, so Okay, so this is without modifying those torpedoes. So we've got 2 quadruple 533s. The reload time is just over a minute, or under a minute and a half. 6 seconds turn time. That's actually okay. Maximum damage of 12,000, but of course that's maximum damage. Detectability range by seas is decent when you consider it's 68 knots, but the range is pretty poor at 6.4, so you've got to get pretty damn close. And the key feature of this ship really is going to be its concealment. Good speed, good turning radius, hardly any shift time of the rudder there. This is one of the more important parts. So detectability range by sea 5.9. So we've got what's that? About 0.5 kilometers to use our torpedoes. This is going to be a pretty challenging ship. Detectability range by air 3.2. Guaranteed detectability range 2 kilometers. Geez, it's. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work for me, so I'm going to pop back to the upgrades here. Now I'm going to try this. Now it says it's an available upgrade, 1 in stock, but I don't know what that hazard lines are. Let's just install it. I think it's only going to make it better. So we now have 10 torpedoes, but we have that massively increased range of 9.2. Okay, they are slower, but they do a lot more damage. And reload time actually is pretty decent. Still pretty decent. Torpedo detectability range is really down to 1 kilometer, so that's not all that bad. Okay, so let's have our first game in the Monaghan. Now I haven't actually played World of Warships for some time. I've taken a break while they had no free ships to give away that I was interested in. Of course, they had the Tokyo Express campaign, I believe it was, just recently, where you got the Japanese commander, and I already actually had him. So I decided to take a bit of a break, and in the lead up to Christmas, wanted to have a bit of a break. So today I have returned, and I've got myself a free ship, so feeling pretty lucky right now. Okay, so first up to anyone with chat enabled, I'm sorry, I'm just doing a bit of a video here. Okay, so I really just want to give this ship a bit of a test out, so I'm going to be heading over to this A area. Let's just test out her speed and maneuverability. Have a bit of a look at her. Now, steering is already really good. Very maneuverable. So, yeah, speed and maneuverability is definitely a key. I'm going to switch them on to torpedoes to narrow angle. See if we can hunt down a battleship or two. Yeah, it's been quite some time since I've played, so this is quite fun to be back on. Now, maybe a lot of you out there actually did the Tokyo Express campaign and got yourself another Japanese commander. Unfortunately, Mutsu's going the other way there. That's the black edition. Nice. And here we go. We have a nice big Texas. Exactly the kind of target I'm looking for. So now I think we were 9.2 Ks was our. There we go. Now what is she going to do? She's turning in. So I'm going to give her one where she is now, and I'm going to presume She's going to turn to her port. And there she goes. Now, I don't know if that's going to be able to hit her. Good thing about the Texas is she's pretty slow. And I should know because I play as the Texas quite a bit. Now, I'm not sure... Jeez, I don't know if any of these are going to be able to hit. I certainly hope so. Oh, now she's really turning around inside. Don't know if I'm going to get any hits here. Luckily she seems to be turning again, but I don't know. Nope. We've still got 1 minute left for reload. So one of the downsides there of we do have a lot of torpedoes, but at longer ranges, of course, they become more spread out, and they're quite slow moving. Now, if I remember correctly, our spotted range was around 6 kilometers, so we just have to be a bit wary of that. I'm going to turn here, just to give us a little bit more distance. Oh, she's gone anyway. Okay, well, I guess we're changing targets then. Bummer. Okay, so Mutsu's actually in range. But it's more of a question, can we get in position here to actually make a torpedo run on her? Now, I quite like the speed and manoeuvrability. Yeah, it feels excellent. I have to say that. Now, it's a pretty poor camouflage that's on her, really, when you think about it. If that's the best a camo can do, is 6 kilometers. Yeah, you're going to be spotted reasonably easy. I think I wouldn't say some of my best destroyers are half that, but they're getting there. So it looks like Mutsu's going to do a runner here. I can see one enemy destroyer at the other end. Ah, now I can see a new feature they've brought in with the update on your map there. It's got the ranges of your spotted range and torpedo range now, or gun range I should say, and then there's torpedo range. So that's pretty cool, if you didn't already know that. But it's sort of distracting. That's all good. Sort of shadowing the Mutsu here. I presume she's going to turn at some stage, but I'm guessing she's going to turn the other way. Either that or she's going to try and come around these islands, I would imagine. Feels good to be stalking battleships again. It's been a while. One of my favourite things to do, but of course I 99.9% of the time I'm doing it in a Japanese destroyer. Now there you go, she's turning away there. Doesn't mean we're out of the game though. Now the problem of course is... Oh, she's turning back. Good. Good. I just have to be very mindful of getting spotted here. Let's try out the guns, eh? I know I'm going to get spotted, but maybe we can set a fire or two. Even though it was something like 6% chance of starting a fire. Yeah, guns do have a reasonably poor trajectory, but they're not terrible. We've got one fire there. Luckily our attention's very much on the other ships. Geez, this ship is very fast, very manoeuvrable. Even though I ran into the island there. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see a ship moving that fast and manoeuvre that well. Well, there you go. We managed to score a kill. Really thanks to everyone else, but yeah, you know, we'll take that. Now, I've got a Graf Spee here, which is not the worst target to go after. Now, of course, they've got a destroyer and a battleship down the far end of the map coming, I would presume, on the opposite side of the islands to where I'm on now, but the enemy destroyer could be, definitely could be here on this side, but I would have bet he'd continued on to his left, gone around the island there, so we're going to run a bit of interference here. Now they should take care of Bayern without too much trouble. Now obviously, geez, that destroyer's moved quick. Ah, there's two destroyers, okay. And so there's an enemy destroyer at Alpha. Yeah, this ship manoeuvres very well at top speed. Surprised they haven't spotted the destroyer there as yet. Especially there is a cruiser right there. Oh, there, they've spotted her now. It's a Mitsuki. She's gone. I'm going to move towards the Charlie point as I want to come around the back here and catch whatever battleship that is. Let's have a look. It's the Queen Elizabeth. That'd be a nice target to hit. She's a little bit fast, but a nice big target. Unless, of course, we run into the one of the enemy's destroyers. And they're both down there, so Gade and Mitsuki's are both up there. Mitsuki just destroyed the Fuso. We're nearly at Charlie. Hopefully they can take out a couple of those enemy ships. Would be funny if the enemy battleship was just around the corner here. I don't think we're going to be that lucky. Surely she's headed back around this side somewhere. There she is. And what's she gonna do? She gonna see me capturing Charlie and come back?
Our team depends upon you.
No, I presume not, but see how fast the Queen Elizabeth is there. She's quite fast for a battleship. Okay, well we've managed to capture one point. love to catch up to the Queen Elizabeth here and get a kill. Looks like they got rid of the Graf Spee, but not before those two destroyers did a fair bit of damage. Don't know what my chances are of destroying all three of these enemy ships. I'd say pretty much 0, but if I can get Queen Elizabeth, I'd be pretty happy. Okay, let's see what this ship can do with the boost. Boost on. Looks like we're going to be 40 plus knots, which is not too bad. 40.4. Looks like that's as high as 40.6. Wow, that's a fair amount of knots. Looks like the Queen Elizabeth's going to do a complete runner there. She's put up an aircraft there. Now, I can't remember what the spotting range with the aircraft was, but that is going to be right over the top of us. Oh, we shot her down anyway. Very nice. Shot her down straight away. What does the Queen Elizabeth want to do? I've been spotted by a destroyer. There we go. Sink one.
Engine boost deactivated.
It's just a guess, really. Oh!
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Nice. Obviously they know where I am now. I've only got 38 seconds to go anyway. Oh, I ended up with a couple of kills. Not too bad. Only 15,000 damage though, so I'm not going to be earning a massive amount of credits for this game, but yeah, pretty impressed with this ship. Very fast and manoeuvrable. Now has good torpedo range. Definitely capable ship, and anyone that knows or watches my channel and knows me and knows I love tier 4 and tier 5, so this ship may actually get a bit of a run. So we'll have a quick look at the stats. So got a third there, which is okay. Didn't really do much. So without premium, still would have made a nice 83 grand there. With premium, got a fair bit. Ship service is 29,000. That's not too bad, I guess. You can pretty much cover that in every battle. Ship XP doesn't really matter, 2,000. With premium, 100 global, which is okay, and pretty good commander XP. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So thanks for watching this video on my new ship, the Monaghan. It's always great when you get one of these free ships. I'm racking up quite an impressive amount of premium ships now. I might actually do a video in the future just on my premium ships and go through what I have and what I enjoy, what some of my favourites are, what ones I enjoy using. But thanks for watching today's video. I hope you'll catch me in the next video that I make. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.